Chapter 30, the doctrine of future things. The story of Little Lord. Fauntleroy is an engaging and instructive one. The son of an English hero marries an American woman and is consequently disinherited. Some years later, he dies at sea, and his widow and son live humbly in New York City. The disinherited man's father, the Earl of Court, becomes aged and is concerned for the succession to his fortune and family line. His 10-year-old American grandson is his only legal heir, so he sends a representative to America to offer to have his grandson come to live on the fabulous estate as Lord Fauntleroy and eventually succeed him as Earl of Court. When he can't, representative first comes to America with the proposal. A circumstance arises that is analogous to the life of a Christian. He describes what life will be like as Lord Fauntleroy. Wealth, power, honour and glory are his. He is a royal heir, yet he will have to visit until he gets to England to experience it. For now, he will have some limited benefits, but for the most part, until he crosses the Atlantic, the life of Lord Fauntleroy has to wait. The Bible presents a picture of a future for Christians that is difficult to imagine. Power, glory, wealth and honour are ours, but in large measure we must wait until we get to heaven to experience it. From now, the limitation of earth are very much with us until we cross the Atlantic. The life of Lord Fauntleroy will have to wait. The information the Bible presents about future things is hazy. The prophetic information in the Bible is not given to satisfy our initiate curiosity about the future, but to encourage us to live life royalty while we are still here on earth. It is given not to impact our curiosity or our lifestyle. Therefore, while the information is incomplete as to details we might desire to know, it is adequate for us to take our present life seriously. We are royalty with a celestial inheritance, and while we are presently misplaced, we are nevertheless to live life who we have become. So let's review the doctrine of the Bible. The first word begins with R. the second with an I, the third with an I, and the fourth with an I. The doctrine of God, the first word begins with R, the first with an E, the second with an A, and the third with an S, and the fourth with a T. The doctrine of Christ, the four words, one begins with D, two begins with H, three begins with R, and four begins with R. The doctrine of the Holy Spirit, the first begins with a P, the second with a D, the third with an S, and the fourth with a G. The doctrine of the angels, one begins with A, two with D, three with S, and four with D. The doctrine of man, one with D, two with N, three with D, and four with D. The doctrine of sin, one with N, two with P, three with C, and four with R. The doctrine of salvation, one with H, one with B, two with R, three with C, and four with T. The doctrine of the church, one with U, two with L, three with L, and four with M. The four major subdivisions of the doctrine of the future things are the return, judgment, universe, and eternity. Now we have the symbol for return. Okay, the definition is Jesus will return to earth again. Return, Jesus will blank to earth again. Jesus of Nazareth was crucified, buried and resurrected about AD 30. He ascended into heaven where he has remained for the last 200 years. At some time in the future, and from prophetic information, it could be at any time, he will return to earth. When he does, it will not be as a carpenter's son, but as a monarch's son in power and glory, revealing his true cosmic sovereignty. During his first visit to earth, he came as a servant with an emphasis on his humanity. During his second visit to earth, he will come as a king, emphasizing his deity. Central passage for the Son of Man is going to come to the glory of his Father with his angels, Matthew 16:27. Now we have the hammer for judgment. God will confirm the eternal destiny of all individuals. Judgment, God will blank the eternal blank of all individuals. At two different times and places, God will conduct audiences with all humanity to confirm our eternal destiny. Those who believed in Jesus and received him will then be confirmed to eternity in heaven with him. Those who did not believe in him and will be confirmed to eternal separation from him in hell. The central passage for we must all appear before the judgment Son of Christ, and that each one may be recompensed for his deeds in the body according to what he has done, whether good or bad. 2 Corinthians 5:10, and if anyone's name was not found written in the book of life. He was thrown into the lake of fire, Revelation 20:15. And now we have the universe, the symbol. The old universe will be destroyed and replaced with a new one. Universe, the old universe will be destroyed and blank with a new one. The present universe was corrupted with sin or the time of the fall of man. While much of nature is beautiful, much of it is also destructive and unthinkable. The universe will be destroyed with an apocalyptic cosmic fire and replaced with a new universe and a new earth that will have no harmful features. 13 Revelation 21:4 central passage, and I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth passed away, and there is no longer any sea. Revelation 21:1. Now we have the symbol of eternity. Christians will live with God forever. Christians will live with God blank. Jesus will reign in absolute righteousness. Only goodness and beauty will exist. Believers will rule with him forever as vice regents. They will govern angelic beings and kingdoms in the new earth. They will be beings of beauty and power who will participate in glorious celestial ceremonies. Believers themselves will receive much personal glory for the grace and the goodness of God, as well as spend generous time worshipping and praising God. Intellect, beauty, power, and talent will be virtually limitless to believers. Both serve Jesus the King and rule with him in a world that glorifies God and brings great joy and individual satisfaction. In my Father's house are many dwelling places. If it were not so, I would have told you. For one, go to prepare a place for you. If I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you to myself, that where I am, there you truly be also. John 14:2-3. And they, Christians, will reign forever and ever. Revelations 22:5. The doctrine of future things is a symbol of the resurrection. Jesus will return to earth again. Matthew 16:27, the symbol of the hammer and the subdivision beginning with a J. God will confirm this eternal destiny of all individuals. Corinthians 5:10, Revelation 20:15. And the symbol begins with you. The old universe will be destroyed and replaced with a new one. Revelation 21:1. And the symbol for E. The Christians will live with God forever. John 14:2-3, Revelation 22:5. Now we have the symbol of the fill in the blank subdivision. For the definition, Jesus will blank to earth again, Matthew 16:27. The symbol of the hammer for the subdivision, fill in the blank. God will blank the eternal blank of all individuals, Corinthians 5:10, Revelation 20:15. And we have a symbol, fill in the subdivision blank. The old universe will be destroyed and blank with a new one, Revelation 21:1. And the symbol for subdivision, fill in the blank, the definition, Christians will live with God, blank, John 14:2, Revelation 22:5. We have the self-test, fill in the blanks, our word, Jesus will blank to earth again. Second, the J word, God will blank the eternal blank of all individuals. And fill in the blank U word, the old universe will be destroyed and blank with a new one. Fill in the E word, Christians will live with God, blank. And now I end with the diagram to show you what we've been learning for today, and I'm going to close here. Thanks for your time. Goodbye.